Mr. Speaker, I rise on behalf of the public schools in Macomb and Oakland counties. In between votes earlier this week, I hosted a Zoom call with the superintendents in my district. I was struck by how much they figured out in such a short time about operating a school during a pandemic. Educators are nimble and creative. They're used to doing a lot with a little. The PPE, the cleaning, the social distancing, the technology needs, social and emotional health, they're up for figuring it all out, on top of already having one of the hardest jobs there is. The problem is they don't have a fraction of the resources they need to put their plans into place. While they've spent their summer days and probably fitful nights determining how to keep their students, educators, and other school professionals safe, this administration has offered no plan other than reopen or else. As a father of four, as a lifetime advocate for and product of public schools, as a union organizer with worker safety top of mind, and as a human being with compassion and common sense, I'm calling on the Senate to offer a real plan in this next relief package, one that acknowledges that we must contain this pandemic and provide schools with the resources they need to reopen safely. It's been nearly 10 weeks since the House passed the HEROES Act to put us on a path required to re-engage our schools and the economy as a whole safely. 59,679 Americans have perished from COVID-19 since May 15th, when the House passed the HEROES Act. And yet, here we are, still trying to push public health common sense uphill in the face of denial, politicization, and the most disastrous vacuum of leadership in modern times. The HEROES Act directs more than $100 billion in emergency education funding to cover unexpected costs and $75 billion for COVID-19 testing and contact tracing, including key provisions of the Coronavirus Containment Corps legislation I wrote with Senator Elizabeth Warren. What has happened in the intervening 10 weeks with their 60,000 deaths? The need has not only grown, it has doubled. Just this week, national health organizations and child advocates, led by the American Academy of Pediatrics, wrote to House and Senate leadership calling on Congress to pass at least $200 billion in K-12 education funding. Meanwhile, Senate Republicans have met this growing need with the inaction we have come to expect, ignoring this proposal. What's even more dangerous, Trump and DeVos threatened to strip funding from public schools, a threat they have no authority to fulfill, unless they put students in the classroom full-time, even as daily cases are higher than they were when schools went online in the first place during the spring. Nowhere is this more dangerous than in our communities of color, where schools are disproportionately underfunded even in normal times. These are some of the same communities that have been the hardest hit by the coronavirus and may need more time to reopen safely. If we are at long last serious about racial justice, we must offer resources and flexibility, not ultimatums. Senate Republicans can choose to be defined by the vanity projects of a president only concerned with pretending this virus is over, and a Secretary of Education continuing her lifelong crusade to defund public schools, and even spreading outright falsehoods such as that children are stoppers of COVID-19. Or they can do their job, represent the educators, school professionals, parents, and students in their states by doing what is in the best interest of the health and safety of our citizens. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I yield back.